bam, what we got is our two 180s, one right here, one right here, and we got our four. It's almost in a double Adams motor spread, kind of. Got our four generators, and what I found out that is really cool about this is that I'll put in like 9, it'll get up to 9 or 12 volts at about 0.5 amps, 0.7 amps. But it'll be generating like, quite a bit more than that. And the reason why is because there's so much more copper on the generator side than there is on the drive side. And it's supposed to be that way.
He's going at it.
Heck yeah. Alright.
Hey Noah, what's up?
Hey Noah.
Noah's in the market for a PC. Do you have any suggestions?
It's been a long time since I even looked. I want to say Alienware, but there's way better PCs that you can make on your own. God, what's that one site I used to do?
I can't remember it, but we both have Alienwares. But you can definitely. I was thinking about that site the other day.
Yeah. Really cool. Build your own PC. But we would get everything we wanted and it ended up being like $15,000. And I'm like, hey man.
Right.
Who's got $15,000 to blow on a computer? I blew 5 on mine. I think it was a good investment.
Yeah.
Alright, so as you can see over here, we're like at 7.3 volts and 0.4 amps in, right? Take a look at these meter readings. And we are going through a bridge rectifier right here, this thing. So that's all DC, it's reading DC, that's good. Now I got 100 ohm resistors here. I want to put a load. It's just, I want to use this resistor where I'm supposed to apply a load. Anybody know where I need to put this to apply a load? And I need to do it to both sides, generator side and the drive side. I mean, my bridge rectifier might be blown. You think that could be a thing? I mean, I don't think amps would be going through it at all if it was screwed up.
What's up, Mayday? Welcome to the channel.
Hello, hello.
He says, Mayday says, nice setup.
Thank you, thank you. Currently, we are generating about 20x what we're putting in, but it's all due to the kinetic energy passing to a completely different setup from the drive. They're just different animals, so they're going to have different readings. But I guarantee you, if you factor in how much copper differential there is in the two circuits, all this will go away.
These bubbles.
There's 3 amps coming out right now.
Thanks.
But I love how well it works. I just got all the magnets facing north. That was awesome. That was an accomplishment. 3.2, and it's continuously going up. I just reached 9 volts. 9.6 amps are going in. 150 DC volts. 3.3 DC amps. That is amazing. Amazing readings. Now I'm not saying, what I want to do is I want to put a resistant load across whatever I need to put it across to show the differential, just to show that it's not all fluff. I'm not sure it's all usable. I'm not sure if you tried to plug in, say, a fan, and 3 amps should be well enough to run a fan, that it's going to run. I wouldn't say that. I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I'm saying the readings are immaculate. The readings are great. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not saying they're fake. Definitely not saying they're fake. I'm saying that this isn't your typical motor. Your typical motor from beginning to end is built a certain way so that the end justifies the means. And you end up, if you want to go 45 miles per hour, you build a motor that goes 45 miles per hour. Simple, right? Logical. This isn't necessarily like that. The faster this thing goes, the more energy it's going to create. So it's not like, so typically as much as your motor can handle in voltage and ampage is your limitation on how much energy you can generate. And it's always going to be like an X this, X that, 20X. It's going to be an X factor. Times 2, times 1, times 20. It all depends on how many more turns you have on your generator side than on your drive side. It just broke it down like real simply for me. Now, like I said, like, can I plug this bridge rectifier into my refrigerator and run it? No, I don't think that's going to work. It'd be awesome though. I mean, if that actually was a game. Alright, so right now I'm running on 2 RCAs, transistors. Pretty sure they're television transistors. And like one of them is functioning halfway, and the other one's functioning all the way. Oh. I was trying to run the SG continuations, and something wasn't working right. The amps were just flowing out of it. And I think it's because, like, this might be stuck on shut, like the reed switch might be stuck closed. Because as soon as I, like, turned it on, it started drawing amps, and that means either the transistors are broken or the circuit is open. And things are moving. Now, I wish I could have done a better job with the centering of the magnet, but I think it's okay. It's alright. Not the best job, but I see how the tip is like, there's nothing to work with there. So this would go on the top, and it wouldn't even, I still had to push it down. It was difficult. And now what's happening since I turned the magnets out and they're all facing north now, because they were all actually facing south. I don't know how that happened. They must have got the magnet backwards that I was using. I was using one of those red and blue ones. You know, I put the red and it was pushing away, so I thought it was north to north. But it wasn't like that. When the electric one came, they were all facing south. So I flipped them around, and what's happening now is that the magnets are helping levitate. They're helping the maglev push up. Okay, so the magnets are pushing up on the maglev. Making this nubby shorter. So I didn't have any of my thing to work with. So I think it's good. It's alright. So I don't know exactly. I mean, I can hook it up normally. We can check out this bulb. Yeah, we could use a 16 gauge filter too. Yeah, so this is gonna be sweet. Like almost 3.5 amps. And now what we could do is we could try and send the energy from the bridge rectifier to electrify this coil and this transistor. That'd be pretty sweet. And have it be run by a signal generator.
Hey, Delivery Dragon, welcome to the channel. Yeah, you can ask a question.
Sure. There's no television here. It's okay.
Okay, so Delivery Dragon asks, when you're having the important electronics shipped, which service do you use for deliveries?
I tend to let the people that are shipping the electronics figure that out. I use USPS, I use Amazon, I use, I think it's DHL, and yeah, that's a big one. I use a lot, like everything under the sun, for delivery anyway, for like the shipping part of it. I'm not real stingy. You know, I mean, I don't really have an opinion on it myself. As long as it gets here and it works when it gets here, I'm happy.
Hey, Philip, welcome, man. Thanks for the comment.
Thank you. I honestly don't even really care where it came from. It doesn't matter to me.
Delivery Dragon said nice. I don't hear DHL often. Good answer.
Thank you. Yeah, man, I think that's kind of cut your nose off, spite your face. To say, hey, man, we're closing the door on you when you build our spaceships for us. Basically, it's like, hey, man, what think just a little bit beyond.
Thanks for the like and subscribe.
I think there's got to be so like when somebody like me says us, it's gotta it's gotta encompass more than a nationality or a creed or pronoun. It's gotta be it's gotta be more. It's gotta us has gotta stand for something bigger than what it means in your head currently. It's got to mean something. Us has got to be, a human's got to be a human thing. It's got to be an us thing. All right. So what we're doing here is we're taking this and we're going to clip it onto this. And what we're losing here is the amp reader. That is being disconnected from the power supply here. Yeah, man, I was like real into anime. See anybody into anime?
Yeah.
Well, there was this very well-known anime. And I wanted to get a prop from the anime. And it was so realistic that customs stopped it from being shipped to my house.
Wow.
But it was a wood remake. But they're like, no, because it was the actual size. It's called the Jackal. It's a 13 millimeter. Totally made up gun from Castle, which is real. I don't know if they're real or not, actually. I don't know. All I know is that was the greatest, anime, and I got in trouble for mentioning that. But I think it's all right, as long as I disclosed that it was from an anime.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's about the mail, it's about the shipping, and it's about how tight it is at the borders right now and previously. And it's like, does it really gotta be, such a...
I got hit with some tariffs.
It's it's kind of defeating the purpose. But it was just a model. It was cosplay, really. And they wouldn't let me have it because of its. If anybody saw me carrying that on the street, they'd automatically think that was real, and that was scary because it's abnormally large. I don't know why I'm thinking about it right now, but the mail definitely brought it up in my mind. is not working. Okay. Okay. Now we need ground the transistor and the signal generator. We need emitter. To ground. Oh, I think that's supposed to be ground as well. Had it plugged into the power, then that would have been something. Right, that's all grounded.
Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Thank you for dropping in. This is Papa Bale, and we are having fun with some electromagnetism this evening. Please drop us a like and subscribe, and leave us a comment. Let us know if you have any questions. Thank you.
I don't know if this is such a good idea, honestly. Well, we'll find out in just a second. Let me turn this on. Get this kind of over here. This here. Alright. Now, frequency, we're going to drop that. Here. Put on 7. We're going to leave everything else the way it is. 50% duty cycle. 0 offset, 5% or no 5-volt amplification. All right. We are about to see what's going on here. Oh, I think it's reacting to that though.
Hey Dan Stan, welcome in.
Oh,
This is a pulse motor, and we are working with electromagnetism experiments using the pulse motor in the circuits.
so it looks like it's going to be.
Hey Double O, what's up?
Useless energy.
Yeah, eBay. I've had that experience myself. Yep.
Alright, there we go. There we go. We had to unground the. But we're not getting any action from the ball. Alright, so yeah, the ball's not moving. And I know it would work with the SG extension cord, but every time I plug it in, it doesn't work right. Either the I don't understand, honestly, but I'm going to try it one more time. for a chunk of wire. No, that's a B. We gotta get another chunk of wire. I know I had an orange one and a black one. But, yeah, I get them.
There's a wire right here.
There's some right here, too. There we go. It's off the ground.
Is the SG the power source here?
Where? Yeah. These are two SG circuits, but it doesn't have the extension cord plugged in at the moment. And every time I plug it in, it gets choppy.
The breadboard precision.
I think I got it.
I see you using both of your hands to get that precision. Yes.
Yeah, for sure, man. That's not it. Well, sometimes you can get it with one finger.
Right. Yeah, signal generator is hooked up.
It should turn right on, but you know, I was just working with this stuff. So take it from here and put it here. Something like that on the ground. Right, get a little bit of action. We're getting jerking in with the ball, so but I need to turn it up.
Right on, Melon Pip. Hear that? Any support to help the channel would be greatly appreciated. We do want to scale up.
So it's not very much at this rate, but I'm not getting any rotation, you see?
Right on, Melon. Appreciate it. What's up?
You know, we got it, but I unplugged it.
Over Unity Research Channel.
Hey, what's up, Brandon? There we go, that's nice.
All right, double O. Look
See,
at that.
that's the transistor. That's the transistor. I think I'm going to swap it out. I'm not really getting any reaction from the lights on the in-between, like the resistance. So Yeah, this is how we're gonna do that. We're gonna take this out. It feels all right. I mean, it's not that hot.
Trying to get a shot of the maglev without it getting blurry. There we go. Kind of.
That makes more sense. All right. This looks well. So let's see what we got now. I think the lights will work now.
Nice. Hey everybody, welcome in.
Hey, hey.
Drop us a like if you
There
love pulse
goes.
motors. Look at this.
This one isn't open up. I'm gonna try it here.
4.5 watts.
Sweet. That's awesome. I'm gonna see how much. Oh yeah, let me see. I'm gonna try plugging this in one more time. You saw the ball jump, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is SG. There's obviously too much iron in the motor to run it for some reason. It's supposed to like run without. And the reason there's so many wires here is because the diodes that I'm using, the Schatskys, are big and they don't fit in the breadboard. And then the light, like the little ends of the light, are flimsy and they wouldn't go all the way in the holes. So they got another jumper wire. But it's basically the same thing. Alright. So I feel like these work better in tandem for some reason. Like one helps the other one work better.
So you want to run through the build real quick?
Alright, we have 4 north-facing neodymium magnets. Got a maglev.
Clamp.
Got clamped, so the top one attracts the bottom one, and the bottom one repels the bottom one. Kind of, sort of like that. Alright, now there's 666 turns of 20 gauge drive coil in here, and it's got a 30 gauge trigger coil in both of these. And then 180 degrees, you got a 16 gauge coil with 250 turns for each of these coils at 180 degrees. So it'll hit one after the other. All these magnets are north facing. This is 11,500 turns of 32 gauge with a soft iron core. This is 10,000 turns of 32 gauge, and they're offset. They're virtually the same circuit as these ones, 180, 180. This one's 18,000 turns with a soft iron core. And this is 33,000 turns with a soft iron core. The only one that doesn't have a core is this one. We can change that.
So how do you get the coils?
How do I get the coils?
Do you buy them? Do you make them?
I make them. I use that winder just behind you, and I screw them up on different size bobbins, depending on what I want. I try to make the bobbins and the magnets correspond with one another. I don't want like a huge freaking coil, and even though that's probably what you need, or what's better is a big freaking coil with little tiny magnets. But I like to keep my magnets and my coils about the same size, really.
And then talk about the 3D printer a little bit and what kind of filaments you use.
Alright, this is M.P.H, black, and I like the M.P.H. I mean, you can hear how like crisp it is, because it's like so, it's harder than PLA, it's shinier. The edges are nicer. I like M.P.H a lot, especially when you have a printer that uses it well. Each one of these stands is print with black PLA or no, M.P.H, and
Yeah, they look shiny.
yeah, they're awesome. I just made this rotor to have different housing for these magnets. They were in a small Celtic cross rotor, and I just made it like a big spaceship Celtic cross rotor type thing for them. It's just that when it passes this coil, the soft iron core is so magnetically attracted to it that with any space that's in there is going to make it bounce back and forth. That's what you're hearing. And I could put a shim in there, you know, like a little piece of wood or something. And as a matter of fact, I should go buy some shims.
Yeah.
Put a shim in there and then break it off. It'd be harder to get it out then, but at least it wouldn't be making rackety noise and stuff.
What's the fastest RPMs you've gotten with a M.P.H rotor?
I haven't really taken any speed tests. I mean, I've gotten 600 with this one, just messing around with it. Especially like, I don't know, I don't have any like tools you would need to make it Perfect. I don't have those kind of tools. I don't have the ingenuity mindset to like do that stuff in my head. Like, this is as good as it gets, really, with me right now. And this setup is actually really good, in my opinion.
He says, all right, cool.
Heck yeah. Let's see what. Let's do a tach meter reading. I don't have a strip on here, but we could shoot it at the magnets and divide by 4. We're gonna get it up there. I hope I got the right RCA in there. That's like the main drive. Doesn't feel like I do. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this is way not as good. When I got all the extra iron on there, it's not as good as it is when it's by itself drying, for sure. Definitely, you can tell there's a load on it because I would get up to 2400. Now it's at 1423, 1421.
Did you exchange numbers with Brandon?
I never gave him my number. I don't really hand out my number.
Oh, okay. So, all right.
Uh,
What's your preferred method of communication?
Discord.
Discord?
Yeah.
Are you on Discord, Brandon?
I mean, I think somebody accidentally got my number just recently because I bought something from their channel.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know where to go. And it's all because of how much spam I've gotten in the past. It's like PTSD.
I hear
I don't hand it out anymore.
Yeah, I've been there.
So we're at 16.
400
Yeah.
divided by 4.
Yes.
I saw the video where it was above 600.
Yeah, we're gonna try and get it, because I think it was above 10 volts when it was going that fast. But you might want to like to take a step back. You're good. Not. Volts, ladies and gentlemen. 2146. 22. Oh, 2. 2240. And there are subtle differences. In this build, this is virtually the same thing except for reverse the magnets. So you're a little bit higher up on the coils than you were with the south. Okay, so that lifts it up a little bit, disaligning everything because it was down here before. But you know, I was told that having the magnets face out north is the best way to have it done. So I switched them, and I think it is honestly.
Oops, finger. Sorry.
It's all good.
Welcome in, Dolarath.
Hey, Dolarath, what's up, my man? Oh yeah, that's right. We're gonna do something special tonight.
And Brandon, he is Papa, and I'm Christopher. And I'm pretty sure you guys hooked up email, so we can send you the links at the Discord there. Pulse motor, Reese, welcome in. Thank you for dropping by.
So,
Stepper motor. Look at that.
right on par. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to plug this in normally into this switch, our distribution, and we might play with the ball in a little bit. We're going to turn the signal generator off. We're going to go 5 in. That's putting a lot of wear on the rotor, actually. Wow, those magnets are really loose. How'd they get so loose? All I did was turn them north to south. That's all I did. That's sweet. Dollarad, check it out. That can definitely take the pressure of it spinning. But yeah, it puts a lot of pressure on the rotor. Probably because the magnets are so strong. Oh yeah, I'm getting some light action now. Hi.
Hello.
What are you doing? You want to come in and say
Oh no.
hi?
All right, I'm over here.
Alright, so.
There we go. Wow. Good job.
Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Thank you for coming in. This is
Hello.
Papa Bale.
How's it going, everybody?
We're working with pulse motors and electromagnetism this evening. Let us know if you have any questions in the comments.
You know, I don't like how this is just jostling around, so I'm going to take it out. Because we've already pretty much discovered that all that DC electricity can't even run the coil over here. Not the way it's been generated. Look
So
at
I'm
that now.
assuming at least a quarter of all this was 3D printed.
At least.
At least, yeah.
So now that we don't have that big load on the rotor, I'm bet you we'll get up to 24, 25, maybe 26 RPM, 2600. Not RPM, you know what I mean, divide by 4, of course.
Right.
Yeah. So but this one always gets like over. I feel the energy pulsing through it, but it's so much stronger than this one. This one is doing it a lot stronger. It's weird. And I know that I shouldn't have just yanked out I don't even know if that was good. That's hot though. It's hot. I got heat sinks. But I believe they got the wrong size M screws for my transistors. I don't know why they put the wrong size screws in with my heat sinks. Like, ugh. So now we're trying two of the same transistors, but I think one of them is not probably. Look at that. Wow. That was cool. Maybe I was wrong. That's why it's working good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's 5 volts in, 5.5 volts in.
We got some action on the light.
This one's not functioning. Yeah, let me feel this one again. Yeah, that's a lot less. Strength pulse. You get what I'm trying to say? It's like that transistor was letting way too much current through.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was fried or something. Hey.
Back again.
Not bad.
My eyes keep glancing at like the light, at the
This one?
fire,
Yeah, that's
Fire.
right.
the spark.
It's
I wonder why
almost
the other
zooming
one
in
isn't
there.
lighting up. Anybody have an idea as to why it's not lighting up?
It's broken.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. You're probably right. It's probably burnt out. $17.58.
This is a spaceship. Yes. Well, it's shaped like a flying saucer when it slows down, for sure.
$20.40, $151, $174. All right, we're just gonna let that speed up for a little minute. I won't put any more voltage in. $21.56. $21.57. So what's 21 divided by 4?
Hold on. 525.
2158. We'll cut it now.
I haven't been caught up on this. I think I remember back when you just stopped using wooden wheels and you were going to look past that.
Yeah. Yeah. Wooden. I mean, it's in storage unit.
Those are very old.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good. I think that's might rethink this. Get some more SG going. We're gonna have, honestly, I'm gonna get some new transistors. I got a pack right over there. And we're gonna hook up the SG so that this will run. Blah. And we can work with the ball. We're gonna have it working so that the extension cord will work.
Alright, man, I gotta plug this in.
Alright. Oh, the cord is over there. Oh, you mean put it on a tripod? You wanna hold it?
Sure.
Alright, I gotta get off my feet for a second.
Alright. Yay.
Alrighty then. Alright, thanks bro. We're gonna watch the gyro go for a minute here.
I mean, do you want me to get in on everything, or?
You just get on with what we're doing
Alright.
for the current thing of the job.
I don't think I've ever seen this one spin before.
Oh yeah, it's gonna get going. It's double the speed because it's gyroing, but you know, my stuff doesn't go more than 350 RPM. This is 63.4 volts in. And it's slightly off balance if you can't tell. But you can see that the rotor in the middle is spinning one way and the top is spinning the other way.
I've noticed that it's not like anything that you have made before. It's like a dome and not a wheel.
Yes. Yes, because I had to... Well, I didn't have to build it this way. It was a suggestion that I use a bell shape.
Okay. Good suggestion.
I thought it was pretty neat. And it's a 3 magnet and a 3 electromagnet. So let's cut that for a second. And we'll take this up. Alright, so what makes it all work really is this flange right here. It's clamped to the pole, and it holds this bowl so that the coils and the magnets are lined up. So, well yeah, look under there real quick with the phone. See the bearing right here.
Yes, yes.
Alright, it rests the flange. And as you can see, it spins pretty nicely. It's all done with a reed switch too. And 2 contact points. You got this big copper ring for the negative, and you got the little copper plate in the middle for the positive.
Let's get under there so we can see it.
I think that's really special. I've been able to build 2 of these just like in a night. So I mean, the science, the way you build them is, the way I build them is pretty simple. Now, I've been trying to work a small transistor in and use a trigger coil or, bifilar coils, parallel wound. That would be interesting if I could pull that off. Look at that thing go, man. That is moving
Beautiful.
really fast. And the reason I know it's moving twice as fast as it would be without it is because I stopped the rotor in the middle, and it continued to feed the reed switch, and the top was spinning without the bottom part spinning, and it was spinning very much slower than this at full blast. So yeah, this is awesome. But at the same time, the bottom is not spinning as fast as the top because it's constricted by the way that I've got the electricity doing this little gyro.
Do you need me to read out the live chat or?
You can, yeah.
Alright. Hard to get spinning coils to be balanced.
There you go.
Right there.
So, and other people noticed that it was off balance as well.
Mm.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, and when they're just glued on there. And I moved them in closer to the center. I think that's when it all got screwed up, is when I moved them in closer to the center. So that they would have a little bit of an air gap.
Well, I like how you're experimenting with different things.
Heck yeah.
Always improvements to be made, always things to go back to.
Right on. Thank you. That's good. Okay, so yeah, I think that using the SG will prevent future transistors from getting burnt out so quickly. And that's awesome. I need that. I need that security. All right, but right now I'm going to plug in the power.
You should make a foxhole radio. That would be cool. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. Foxhole.
That sounds like something in World War II, maybe. All right.
What are we waiting for? That?
Yeah, the ball. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
the
starting
ball.
to move.
I kind of turned over and I saw that. Yeah, they don't have a power supply. They are powered by the received radio waves.
Oh, okay. That's cool. I don't know if this is working the way it should. I mean, it's definitely not, but...
Once again, always improvements to be made. Always things to turn back.
I see what's going on now.
What's up?
Look at the light.
Oh.
See, that's on a totally different circuit and a totally different board, but it's because it's all through
Is
the
that
same
a
power
bomb?
distribution. Is it a problem? I don't. They're not supposed to be on constantly.
Alright. What is this contraption? And is that a bomb?
No, it's not a bomb.
It's a pulse motor.
Yeah, it's a pulse motor. It's not a bomb. My goodness.
Homemade motors, I think. Yeah, I believe so. Made with a 3D printer.
Yeah, That's all the heretics need is fuel for the fire. 3D printers. They print bombs. No.
You got stickers for this chat? Here, of your face?
Yeah. My face.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have Discord stickers of like the exact same thing.
And I got pulse motors on there too, or rotors actually.
Pulse motor, so I can't use it on BlackRock HQ, Johnny Silverhand style. Aw, man. Homemade. Okay. I wonder if during these live streams you just, look back at them, pause, and then just take the first picture that you see of your face and put it as a sticker.
Yeah.
Challenge. Is your kid interested in electronics also? Can't talk.
That would be for you. I lift up the phone, pointing at me.
I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah, she can go right where
I
I went
would.
wrong.
I definitely need to start, picking up on these lives and understanding what's going on a bit more. If I'm going to gain a lot more interest in this, but yeah. I like watching him experiment with, all these 3D printed motors and, trying different setups and placing the magnets in different places on the motors and everywhere else.
Why is that so weak? Why is that signal so weak? But this is now 3.5 volts.
I remember back in the beginning, it was, wood and there was magnets kind of glued onto the side, and you painted it a little bit, and there was Sharpie marks all over it.
Yeah. You remember pretty well.
I loved electronics since I was a kid. My dad was a CRT TV repairman.
Sweet. Yeah. I told you all about those transistors that are the best. The best transistors are from those old televisions. Wow. I'm kind of musty, I feel like I've been doing this all day. I'm filthy.
Take a shower.
It's not that kind of filth. I already took a shower.
Take another shower.
Not going to do anything about my clothes, baby.
Take some more showers. Put your clothes in the shower with you.
Yeah, put it all in the shower. Alright. So this is not doing what it's supposed to do. Now what I want to do...
You can get IGBT transistors from plasma TVs. They are high amp.
Heck yeah.
Sure.
Here's one of the high amp.
I don't want to touch that with my elbow and mess something up.
It's IG, insulated gate bipolar transistor.
Okay.
I got a package of MOSFETs, and I was wondering if I could run them, use one of these power supplies to do the base, and the other one to run the MOSFETs. So you think that would work, or should I just blow some money on a power supply for the base, one of those little chips?
Try to experiment with what you got now as best as you can, and
or can I connect the base to the collector? Or do I connect the base to the emitter? It's so hard. I know I can do this with just the current coming from the power. I don't remember which way to connect the base, either the collector or the emitter. And then you need a 10K diode or 10K resistor, and then you need 1K resistor.
Now, I'm assuming you remember those creepy alien things that I showed you, like the yellow one that looked like starfish.
Yeah.
Yeah, that tall one was actually electric.
Dang.
That's why it was named Pikachu.
Now that's 5 volts. Yeah. The amps are running really high. I don't. Maybe if I do this. Yeah, man, something wasn't right with that at all. Because all the power was going into the coil. I think it's because it's 16 gauge coil and it's not that long. All the power was going into the coil, but it wasn't like pulsing like it was powerful. You know what? I'm gonna try this one.
My entire brain is just like the power that you were producing was supposed to go to there, not there. Or
Right, right. And that's what I said earlier.
it's making it. It sounds so complicated, but then I know what you mean at the same time.
Right on. Oh, man. Okay. Put that over here. Take this. Put it down here. Move this one in. Now I made this wire 24 strands of 26 gauge at 16 feet in length.
Wow. I remember when you got like the wires going, like I don't know, they were just kind of hung.
Oh yeah, done some stuff like that.
Is the blue coil an output coil?
Yeah, it is solely a generation coil. All it does is sit there, and when the magnet passes it, it generates voltage and a small amount of amps.
Now, would all of this be able to be solar powered? That's a question for me.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta have a setup on your house. You gotta convert that energy into a battery, and then you can use the battery for whatever you want.
Okay.
Except most of those are lithium ion batteries, and those batteries do not work well with this type of stuff. All right,
So it would work. It would just be complicated and.
well, I mean, if they would make a battery that won't blow up on you, yeah, it'd be great. That isn't a lead acid battery. I mean, moving with the times kind of battery. I'm thinking about getting a lead acid battery just to see what the rave is all about. But I think it's just so it won't blow up on you.
Yeah, lithium
Lithium ion?
lithium batteries that like to explode.
Yeah, they do. Sometimes, not all the time.
Because I'm, all up on the countries and history and all that, I keep wanting to say Lithuania. It's not Lithuania.
Estonia?
No.
What is it?
No,
Latvia?
no. Oh, whatever the element of the batteries.
Lithium?
Yeah. Lithium. You just keep guessing countries.
Well, you started naming countries, so I was like, what are we talking about now? Countries?
No.
No, of course not.
No. This is an electrical live, not a history live.
All right, I was kind of wondering why we went down that
We're not on the History Channel, Dad.
Not on the History Channel.
Wrong channel.
No. I don't believe you.
Wrong channel for that.
All right. So, yeah. Channel 1. go, go, go for launch.
Speed up a bit. Or this one? Wait.
Yep, for the ball.
Oh. We got... Put a fork in the socket and tell us what happens. Just kidding. Don't do it. How about you try a penny instead? You know I'm joking.
Yeah, there's nothing coming out of this coil.
I mean, it's always in the beginning. It's like a tiny little movement, and then...
It was liable to happen.
That's a
with,
good idea.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably the transistor I'm trying to do it with.
Gets electrocuted. Dad, your chat is beautiful. Your live chat is just
Popping?
chef's kiss.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
All right. Oh man, does anybody watch Netflix?
It's Netflix.
That's not my dad said.
Oh, it's Netflix.
Yeah.
Maybe the coils will have more field if they had a furious rod in the core. I hope I said that right. Furious?
Yeah, iron.
Okay.
It's just a scientific word for iron.
Okay. Iron, yes. Soft iron lammabilities preferably. Okay. Oh. Right, now when it stops shaking, then we can see if it...
Oh, that's 16. You gotta slow that down a little bit.
Yeah. Fe is iron on the periodic table. Periodic table. I can't talk. You gotta know the periodic table of elements to know that one, which we were studying earlier today.
Cool.
Yep.
Science class?
Mhm.
I don't know why it's so faint.
I mean, we're just kind of jumping right into stuff that I have. Well, we're learning about atoms and, elements and all that. And element builds, it's just kind of, am I putting it in the right place? Anything magnetic contains iron, indeed. Wonderful. He's using brain power. Because it wasn't working before.
Yeah, that's weak.
It's
That's
kind of like
really
when
weak.
you put a magnet under the table and then you put a magnet on top of the table and you just start moving the one under the table around and it kind of moves. It's giving off that vibe. The way it's moving.
No, it's definitely not doing the right thing.
What is it supposed to do? Is it supposed to go around in a circle?
It's supposed to spin and it's supposed to jump and it's supposed to be very much more powerful than what it is. Even with this coil, it's not the coil. It's the fact that the power is going in all different directions.
Could test it with an introductions meter. Maybe it has shortened windings.
Nah,
I
It's
can't
definitely
talk.
the power.
Okay.
It's definitely the power. I've used this coil. I've used one of these coils. I just can't use one of these right now. All to much more powerful effect. But this motor wasn't hooked up when I did that.
Gotta get the camera to focus a bit more. There we go.
Perfect.
Right on cue.
Oh man, got black. See, I didn't want to touch the ball, but I did.
It looks like it's, you know, one of those. Breadboard, old school. Yes.
Oh. I'm thinking I could use one of these bedini coils from this other motor. Or I could just use like this 20 gauge
It's a little,
tiny one, right?
it's a little wild with all the wires poking out. I mean, I know it's supposed to be like that, but, you know.
It's not necessarily supposed to be like that.
Well, actually, well, you gotta have the two crab arms sticking out.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I'm just gonna make up my own lingo or, you know, whatever the heck it's called for this.
So it's a tinier coil.
Do you think that would work?
I have no idea.
It could.
We're about to find out.
What is
Actually,
that little meter? An RMP meter?
This one?
Um,
Yeah, that's a tech meter. RPM meter.
well, just like my dad, he's learning as we go along. I'm learning as I go along. I'm learning the names of these things. Good trade to know.
Alright.
RMP means revolutions per minute.
RPMs.
RPM.
Not RMPs.
RPMs. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It just sounds right. It sounds better.
RMPs?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
It sounds a lot better.
It sounds better, right? It
Yeah.
does.
It-
We're gonna move to have it changed.
Yeah. How fast it's spinning.
RMPs.
Yes.
Right on.
The RMPs probably mean something totally different.
Yeah. Not exactly sure what that means. Alright, we're gonna try a different transistor this time.
My honest reaction is this better work.
Yeah.
This better work.
This better be the one. God dang it.
This better work.
No,
We've been trying it the
that's
same
me holding
thing.
back, actually. That's my good person.
We've been trying it the same thing for a while now. By a while, I mean like 15 minutes. Probably like 5. minutes.
No, we've been doing this for a little bit.
15 minutes. I don't know.
Let's see if we can get anything out of it now. I feel it.
You feel it, but it's not doing it. Wait. Hold on.
Need a bigger coil. You can see it pulsing.
So it's working, but it's not working at the same time.
And it's very tiny. It shouldn't be like that.
Does the little coil need an iron coil? Core? Not coil. Are you trying to get the ball to spin?
Yeah, none of these don't even worry about it. I know how to get the ball to spin. It's just not gonna spin right now because all this other stuff is hooked up.
It's being complicated. It's being more complicated than it needs to be.
I do this thing all the time. It's one of two things. It's a transistor or it's the fact that everything else is hooked up right now. And I'm willing to bet it's a transistor.
I mean, it's a 50-50. Did he leave?
No, he's out there.
Okay.
Are you getting bored, Paige?
No, I'm not bored. I'm pretty entertained. It's just my hand.
That's good. I'm glad you're being entertained. That's phenomenal. So I'm now wondering what I can use. Nothing right now, because what's happening is it shouldn't be doing what it's doing, but it is. The current, it's got to be the transistor then, because yeah, what's actually going through the coil and what I know can go through the coil is not happening right now.
What are these?
Those are called neutrons.
They're just like little spinny things, like a top.
Kinda. And they got little hollow spheres in the middle.
They got more weight than I expected.
Yeah.
They look like acorns.
Heck yeah.
Mini acorns.
Phenomenal. Yeah, that really, I mean, that was taking a whole amp.
I'm no good at coding.
It's taking an amp of current, and it was still not producing any magnetic field whatsoever.
At one point I tried coding, but that didn't really work, did it? But then I found what I'm good at, and I'm gonna keep doing it until I don't want to do it anymore.
I mean, you're good at it.
Good at?
I think you're good at making your people.
My people.
Isn't that what they are?
Well,
Cartoon
yeah,
people?
yeah. I mean, when you come to think of it, it's like kind of coding because you're, moving the parts around, I guess. Getting it to do something that you've never really made it do before.
Yeah. Yeah, like you're rewriting the rules.
Yeah. Because, like, I'm not used to the bend tool that you use to, bend it. That doesn't sound right. But it's just like, instead of moving left and right, just like using the rotation and making it look bad, you could do like bending and it makes it look a lot smoother.
Right on. Is that going pretty fast? Keep it far, move the camera away from the magnets.
Get closer. I mean, with how close I was getting before, I'm starting to think this is indestructible. Time machine? Not really.
The Utrons are for somewhat of a time machine, yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, that's not what I would call it. I would call it a gyroscopic pulse motor.
If
But
us
it should
humans,
be able to grip the fabric of time, yes. Physics allows that to happen.
if us humans knew more about, that stuff, maybe if Albert Einstein was back, I guess, he'd be able to give us some private lessons.
That's phenomenal. You've been doing a really good job keeping people where
Yeah.
they need to be.
Yeah. There.
Good at doing this. That's awesome. So we're not really moving at 600 yet. Isn't that moving? Are you kidding me? Doesn't that look
What?
like it's moving at least 600?
Probably. Does it feel like it?
Yeah.
Is it painful?
No. It just vibrates. It's vibrating.
Tesla, yeah. I knew a kid that studied Nikola Tesla. I mean, I didn't really get much information about him because he didn't really do it right, and he was one of those kids that never paid attention. So,
I just have a feeling like this can be like twice as good as it is right now. I think one of these transistors, and I don't have one to replace it, is not right.
Dad, you should have pressured me to study Nikola Tesla. I could have been that kid that studied Nikola Tesla.
You can still be that kid. You're still a kid.
True. We all have electricity in our homes thanks to Tesla. Still can't. Well, we need them both back then. Can. Still can't. Can.
Well, I think I've had about enough. What's the
Shower.
time on there?
1 hour, 34 minutes.
Eh,
Pretty good.
yeah, since the ball isn't doing what it's supposed to do, that's taking away a lot of my presentation.
Was that what the whole live was supposed to be about? Just
No.
the ball?
No.
Okay.
I mean, it would have been awesome if we could get it to work, but I have to virtually, seriously, I would have to start unhooking stuff until it worked right.
What do y'all think the problem with the ball is? The transistor or the fact that everything is already hooked up?
I think it's a transistor.
I do think it's the transistor.
And I also think that it's power distribution.
Good luck, don't give up. Right there. Motivation.
Well, I'm not going to give up.
Not enough current.
Yeah, and I mean, like, even it's not even about that really. It's about the transistor because I was using this coil yesterday with a different transistor and it was functioning just fine. This ball was like literally jumping out of the freaking bowl.
Popcorn?
Yeah, like popcorn. When it was only on 7 hertz like I normally have it.
Wow.
But it's not working right now.
More windings where you are tapping from?
Did you read that right?
I think so. Is that what you call it? A winding?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Okay. That's good.
That's good.
Yeah, I don't know. Alright, so...
Maybe more power supply could be the problem. Maybe the power supply, not more power supply. Huh?
That's an interesting thought that the power supply could be burning out.
It's winding. I need to go back to English class to learn how to speak proper English.
Maybe.
Caleb, what are you doing?
Alright, so I'm going to need to get a drink at least real quick and sit down for a minute. So if my brother could come in here and set that up so that I could do that, that'd be great.
Yeah, Uncle Chris, that would be real great.
Oh man, I'm really...
That's dangerous. Guys, is that dangerous? Well, it depends on the speed. If you put it up to a car tire on the freeway, then yeah, that would be very dangerous.
Gotta get some water. Let me look in here.
Cool family, enjoyed your stream.
Thank you. Yeah, I definitely have a cool family. That's for sure. Thank you very much.
Ooh. That would be real nice.
Nice work.
That's pretty sweet.
No, I think it was either like a fridge magnet or some random magnet that I just kind of found. But when I was younger, I was just kind of testing what was magnetic and what wasn't. And I was confused whenever it was kind of like, you know, those plastic things that are like meant to look like iron or, you know, it's like metal or something, I don't know. But, you know, I was kind of confused when that wasn't working when I was younger, but now I understand. Looks can be deceiving.
Right on. Alright, I gotta recoup. I gotta get some water in there.
Okay, so you want me to just hang out for a second?
You can do that, or
For it.
we could take a break, or whatever you want to do.
Go for it. I'm having fun filming this.
All right. So,
Never
I'm-
directed something like this before.
I think it's cool. So,
Yes.
just when you're looking at the chat, make sure that you got him in the video too.
Okay.
Because I do that sometimes and I'm over here because I'm looking at the chat. But you were at least on it the whole time.
Yeah.
So you're good. I think you did great.
There we go. It's working.
It's okay.
It's working.
Yeah, there it is. Now it's working.
Oh, it's stuck.
I think it's fascinating. You guys are good.
I think that's the wrong way.
want to try something, or are you scared that you're going to mess something up?
Me? Yeah. I don't want to touch anything because there's so many connections.
Now, you see, I'm lucky. I'm young, and I won't get, as much grief.
This is true. This is true.
So I got a benefit.
Bennies.
Working. It's working.
Good job.
Now, I don't know how to spin this thing with my hands because it's
Right.
a little different.
Even I kind of
Yeah.
struggle doing that.
Yeah, I mean, you grab it by the magnet, but, well, I know it's like super glued on there, but I just feel like if I pull a little too hard, then it's going to break off.
Yeah, I feel that way too. And then there's this, but you gotta get a good balance.
Yeah, and I don't want my hand to get kind of whipped off.
Exactly. Your dad likes whipping like that.
Why?
To get the most speed in the initial.
Well, yeah, but,
Because it does help with the flow.
Well-
It just kind of settles into it.
I remember one time he accidentally poked the screwdriver through with his thumb.
Yeah, I mean,
Did he ever tell you about that?
see this right here?
Yeah.
This was me holding on to a log like this.
Ugh,
and
bad
then-
idea.
And then saw it.
Why?
I was 16.
Bad idea.
I was 15.
Bad idea.
I know. And I was like trying to help out my girlfriend. And
Still bad. Bad idea.
then we went to the hospital. Got stitches.
I mean, I don't know. I was playing with someone that, like, because we get to go to, like, the gym instead of having recess and stuff. But, I mean, I did not expect this, but I got, like, 4 baskets in a row when I was, like, shooting baskets in basketball.
Congrats.
And it was in front of one of my friends, and I was like, I've never done that before. And,
Witness.
it's not low, like, the one back of the basketball court down the road. It's like one of those higher up ones. So, and it's from a farther distance away, so.
I remember, this reminds me of, I made one cool trick shot once.
Alright.
Not really a trick shot, it was more like a heave.
Back to reading live chat. My dad cut 3 fingers off using an angle grinder. The disc exploded.
Yeah. Careful. I mean, well, you can't when it explodes, right?
Well, yeah.
That's tragic. So I used to try doing long shots, like half court, 3/4 court, then I'd stand at the end of the court and I'd pop it until I hit it.
Yeah.
And then I remember, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna keep going back. And then I just went back further. And I remember one time I was like probably 15 feet behind this basket, and then I throw it. Oh. And my friend Paul is standing right underneath it.
Why?
And it goes boom, and he's like, dude, that went in. And I'm like, no way.
It's when you're least expecting it. That's when it happens.
Yeah.
And usually when I'm, showing off and stuff, I usually don't get, it in because I guess it's just nature as it is. It's like when you're not trying,
Right.
it happens, and then when you're trying to show people, it's like when something is not working and you just show someone like, hey, it's not working, and then it just automatically works.
Exactly. That would be so cool.
It always happens though.
There's gotta be something to it.
Yeah. So, me and my friend are like, okay, when it's not loading, I'm just going to show it to you. And then it'll load.
Oh, yeah.
And then when you find the cheat codes, it just don't work.
Do you like using cheat codes?
Definitely. To stuff like that, yeah.
Yeah. This is the copper PL that is a magnet.
Careful, Caleb. Now I remember Dad once told me he was experimenting with the pulse motor and the magnets just kind of flew up into the air.
Oh, yeah. seen the magnets flat a couple of times, but I think we're good now.
Now, Dad, would you recommend people trying this type of stuff at home, or is it kind of like iffy?
I recommend that you learn about safety. I learned about safety the hard way.
Yeah. Oh. And another thing that you guys should be doing is probably wearing some safety goggles from time to time.
Indeed.
Power generator? Indeed.
Got it, man. I gotta bring mine.
I believe this is a power generator. If not, then it's just,
Power Rangers.
no.
Gyroscopic pulse motor.
It's a gyroscopic pulse motor.
That's perfect.
If you know what a pulse motor is. It's like,
Give it a little tap.
kind of shaking the table a lot.
When it's there, you got it. You got it.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
What
it's
is
magic.
the output in watts?
We don't have the multimeters on right now.
Oh. The bigger one on the main table has an output generator coil. Indeed.
That thing's awesome.
Yeah, I like how this one is.
It's not a generator gyrum, it's a motor. Okay.
It's not a generator unless you hook a
Let me try.
multimeter up to it or a boat or some kind of thing. It's like if a tree fell in the forest and there was nobody there to hear it. So if you got a bunch of energy and you're not using it for anything, you don't have a bunch of energy.
That's awesome.
It's been kind of fast.
That's good.
Or, you know, scientifically the tree makes a sound whether there's somebody there to hear it or not. Scientifically,
Yeah.
if your energy is just chilling in the battery, you have that much energy in your battery.
I've been wondering a lot. Where's the pins?
Alright guys, I gotta go get off my feet.
I've been standing longer than you. Especially because I had to make dinner and I had to stand for like an hour. Just trying to, get the spaghetti, and I was watching over it like, is this done? And then I was waiting for the water to boil and I had nothing better to do, so I just kind of called Jax.
Good job. And yeah, you've been standing right on it.
It's the feet that hurt. It's not, well, sometimes maybe your lower back,
That
but
is so cool.
Yeah, right. Why it's going down like this? So it goes down on the whole side right now.
because it puts pressure on your legs.
Wish I had more to play around with.
You do. You do. It's, you have a lot more to play around with. You just kind of don't see it.
I'm getting tired.
It's all pure from imagination. Well, science included, but
Always plugged in.
the more imagination you use, the more things you learn.
Awesome.
Word.
That's awesome. Imagination is important.
Did I do the wrong thing?
Indeed. And I mean, look.
Look at that. Is that right?
Yeah.
That's right?
Is this right?
Yeah.
34%.
No, she said she was worried if she tried to cut something that she should.
Oh, you're good. Everything's good. Yep.
Okay.
One second.
Yeah, my bad. I should have said that right off the bat. You could see what happened there. Yeah, I'm getting exhausted. Paige is throwing some wild, crazy numbers at me. We'll get the ball working next time. I'm not really into dealing with that right now. I'll either make a coil designed specifically for that, and it will have a former like this, and it will. I'll wrap as much 22 around this thing as I can, but then this will. I have one. It's like a bowl like this. I don't know where it is though. I'll find it. Goes like that. And it'll rest right there in the center. It'll be sweet. Oh man, dude. Bro, you're like you're 40.
I'm 41.
41. You're hurting yourself like you're 20. Well, I mean, the motor itself, this motor, ball is reacting to that.
Oh yeah.
That sounds like a seagull.
Well, that's working. That is working. Holy smoke. Go stretch out, man.
Wait, it's working? Did we achieve the goal?
No, this
Oh.
motor is making it spin.
Okay. Well, it's an improvement. I hope.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wonderful.
That's sweet. Oh man, I need to get something to wipe this off with.
How about you go wash your hands?
Just point there at the table. Or no, not right at the table.
Okay.
I got some Clorox wipes right here.
For hands.
And it might look like there was glue built up on the ball. So I'm gonna wipe my hands off and then wipe the ball off.
Yeah, I was just thinking that you were gonna say that.
That's the graphite powder and the ferro fluid.
And you can also see kind of like in the bowl, or half hemisphere, and the little pillar that, kind of got a little dirty as well.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's a lot shinier.
Look at that. Isn't
Beautiful.
that pretty? Yeah, that's pretty.
You can
Look
see
at
your
the-
reflection in it.
Look at the brag.
That's my desk after wiping it down.
Right.
In all honesty. I gotta go get the cat out of the cage because I put him in there because he was, messing around in here because I was in here and I was just...
Wow. Cat's been in the cage.
Yeah, I put him in the cage for a long time.
Well, I mean, that's awesome to get that kind of reaction. And if I put another motor over here, I bet we'll get a more constant spin.
Alright, have you made a ferrocell before for viewing magnetic fields?
I have not. I have 2 ounces of ferro fluid, and I have.
Cannot you use phone holder?
I have iron filings that I use to demonstrate a magnetic field. Iron filings, so...
Alright, I will be back in like 5 seconds.
Okay. We could do a small demonstration like that. Get some iron filings. Just thinking. On your back.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. Now I gotta find some iron filings real quick.
Oh, well, I don't think that was a good idea. Hi, Tim.
Amazing how I know where all this stuff is.
I can't be caught slacking.
Now,
Is that magnetic powder? Is that what it's called?
it's iron filings.
Iron filings.
Magnetic powder. Yeah. All right. Now, this is not how I would normally do this. I just don't have a...
It's gonna stand up. That's not what I expected.
Yeah, that's probably not the best thing to do.
That's not what I expected at all.
Yeah, that's not gonna let go of that.
Oh no, Dad, you just ruined the magnetic powder.
Yeah.
You gotta yank it with all your strength.
No, that's gonna rip the bag.
Oh. It's connected forever.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah, it's way too strong.
Oops.
But you can kind of see it.
I could see it on your face. You just kind of, when you looked at me, you just kind of realized what you did.
Oh, is that the filing?
He made a mistake. It's a painful sight.
But you can see the magnetic field just kind of pop out of it like that.
Well, we can put a bunch of wrap down and collect it.
Yeah, you see that it wasn't a total loss.
You could definitely, you know, fix it, but
That's awesome.
no.
No, that's cool. It's not exactly what I was intending, but you know, if you can get the bag away, it's sticking out. Look at that. On the top there. Wow.
It's crazy. It's science.
Yeah, that's a mistake, is what that is.
Tig, stop playing with the wires. Attention, we're shifting gears.
Yeah, you gotta get it under like a piece of plexiglass. I don't have any plexiglass. Like I have these Tupperware tubs. I'm thinking now.
It's his first time kind of being a little free to do whatever he wants, like play with the wires. But
Hey.
that's not recommended, is it?
Be a good...
Be a good kitty instead of wandering around like you are. Now he's just chilling in the window.
Look at that.
He's not so much of a
Look
hazard.
at that.
Oh no.
Check that out.
Did you make it worse or did you make it better?
Well, I made it different. Look at it be stretched out between the two magnetic fields.
Okay. At least we didn't use the most powerful magnet that we have this time.
Right. That's sweet. That is so cool.
I've done something like this before with the magnetic powder and then like a magnet. Or, well, I've seen it. I don't remember if I've done it.
I don't want to put that in there with that powder.
It's very cool. The shape of it is kind of like ice crystals.
Yeah, definitely. Ice crystals is a good way to describe it.
Yeah. Investigation. He's adorable.
It's going through your leg.
Camera for it.
Can't
Oh.
open it.
Ugh.
Jeez. He's gonna go stalk around. Like, I got you. And then he just stalks around.
That's why I put him in the cage so he doesn't mess around with everything and come in here and start playing with the wires and then stuff goes down. We should try to get some of this stuff off the ground. Dude, get off of me. Get off. Yeah, get off of me.
Tiggs!
Get off of me. Stop.
Put
Tiggs.
it down so we can get it off.
Okay.
It looked like he was stuck, but he wasn't really stuck.
He wasn't gonna let go. He ain't stuck. Tiggs. I can't wait for the next crazy question. Like, we got, is it a bomb? Is it a time machine?
Is it a bomb?
It's a bomb?
I don't understand that one. I mean, that'd be a pretty sweet bong, but I don't think so.
Not a bong, a bomb.
Oh, bomb.
A bomb.
Definitely not a bomb. This is made out of plastic.
And magnets. I don't think bombs are just plain yep. Some of these things have more weight than I was expecting.
What things?
The 3D printed things like this and like the
There's metal in there.
acorns.
Neutrons. Hey, Tiggs.
Acorns.
Tiggs.
Tiggs.
Take Bryce. Shut, little baby. You gotta leave the wires alone, okay, kid? You gotta leave the toys alone, okay?
He don't listen. He's gonna come and attack me now.
Yep.
No! Get off.
Come here. Go away. Alright.
Now that he's in here, he's not leaving.
BBD.
What?
BBD.
Big bit. No. Wait.
I think that's pretty sweet.
Tiggs, this comment's for you.
What does it say?
He's gonna end up like that cat from National, what's that?
National Lampoon's Christmas.
Christmas Vacation if he isn't careful. The one that tried to eat the Christmas tree light cord. Tiggs?
Jigs, yeah, you don't want to eat the light bulbs off the Christmas tree.
He's young and curious.
Curious kitty.
I bet if we get a Christmas tree up, then he's just gonna climb up the entire thing and try to eat it. Because that's what he
For
does.
Sure, that's his
He
thing.
tries to eat everything.
Good job. So how you
Even
feeling?
the dishes.
How you feeling, Paige?
Mm,
Feel like you can go for another hour, hour and a half?
I gotta go to bed.
Yeah, she's gotta go to bed. I
Yeah.
gotta go to bed.
I gotta go to bed.
Spoiler alert, we're not gonna be going for another hour and a half.
Okay.
Alright.
Tiggs. Well, he gone now. Probably trying to eat something else. Probably trying to
Eat some styrofoam.
eat the carpet. You saw the carpet by my door. It's just all ripped up because in the morning when he can't get into my room, he rips up the carpet.
Try and digs a hole underneath the door.
That's not gonna work.
Yeah.
It's 8:47.
Well, yeah, it will.
It's 8:47.
His claws have seen it all.
Alright, Caleb. It's 8:47. It's 8:48 now.
8:48.
Okay.
Mm.
So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna have a good night tonight, and thank you all for swinging through. I really appreciate it. Giving a shout out from Detroit, Michigan, United States.
Mm.
Thank you very much. Peace out. Have a great night. Please subscribe, hit the like button. Bye now. No.
Oh, crap. I did. Oops.